Hi, this is Jessica Walliser for Savvy Gardening, and today I'd like to tell you about 5 of my favorite tomato varieties for growing in containers. Now these guys are all bred to stay small, so they're perfect for containers from 1 to 3 gallons in size, and they do great in any spot that receives at least 6 hours of full sun per day. The first variety I'd like to tell you about is right here in this pot on my patio, and it's called Patio Tomato. It's a determinate variety that only gets so big, and then as you can see, the fruits are all really consistent in size. They're called a saladette type tomato, perfect for slicing, a beautiful even red coloration on them, and it's a highly productive plant. The second variety of tomatoes for containers that I'd like to tell you about is one called Tiny Tim, and Tiny Tim is just that. It stands only about 8 to 10 inches tall and grows clusters of little red cherry tomatoes, and they're super sweet, very prolific, and the plants actually do great even in a window box or something like a hanging basket, and they'll produce for you all summer long as you regularly harvest the tomatoes. The next 2 varieties are ones that I'm a big fan of and have been a big fan for a while, and they're in the Tumbling Tom series of tomatoes. There's Tumbling Tom Yellow and Tumbling Tom Red, and you can guess what color fruits each one of those varieties forms. They're cherry-sized fruits, but what's great about these plants is they literally tumble over the edges of containers, over raised beds. Again, window boxes are great for these guys. I actually have them in an elevated raised bed planter, and they tumble down over the front of the planter box and produce tons of these little cherry-sized fruits that again are really sweet and flavorful. And then the 5th and final variety of container tomato I'd like to introduce you to is one called Glacier. And Glacier is a variety that forms a little bit of a larger size fruit, but the plant is short and stocky with really dark green lush foliage, and it produces fruit throughout the growing season that are red skinned, very thin skinned, meaty tomatoes with a classic tomato flavor. And as you can see here, I've grown it in a pot with some dwarf spicy glow basil and then some gem marigolds as well, and it makes a really great combination. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about these 5 tomato varieties that are terrific for containers. Be sure to subscribe to the Savvy Gardening channel for more great gardening information.